BTech is one of the most sought after courses after grade 12. As you all know, there are students who start their preparation from probably grade 6 and 7 for getting into the premium institutes of engineering like the IITs and NITs. When it comes to engineering, there are various branches and specializations that are available, and that is where we get confused. Hope you would have heard about the terms like core engineering branches, general branches, niche branches, so many things. Who should go for a core engineering and why should a person choose a core engineering branch? Let's look into it. It is said that all major branches of engineering are derived from the core branches of engineering. The core branches of engineering are considered as mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and electrical engineering. Now, some may disagree to me and say that there are various other core engineering branches too, like the electronics engineering or the computer engineering. Yes, what you say is right, but the first core branches were mechanical, civil, and electrical. And later, there were a lot of other core branches that were added to it. If you Google for core engineering branches, you will find a lot of information regarding this, and in some sites it will show 3 engineering branches, some will show 5, some will show 7. Whatever the number is, that is not the deal. What you have to understand is core branch is something which is generic branch that will help you to specialize in some of the specific areas of engineering after completing your BTech. Moreover, if you are doing a core branch in engineering, that will help you to get into a career more easily because you will be wanted in various sectors of the field. Most of the students after completing their grade 12 will not have a perfect idea on what exactly the field that they want to get in. Probably they would have heard from their uncle, auntie or some other relatives or even friends that they know somebody who is a petroleum engineer and is minting money. So suddenly a thought will come in, oh, if I also go into petroleum engineering, I will also be able to mint money. Please, don't take these facts into consideration and jump into petroleum engineering directly after 12th. Now, this is not just the case with petroleum engineering. I use petroleum engineering just as an example. But if you are crystal clear on what exactly petroleum engineering is and what you have to study in BTech petroleum engineering and what are the career opportunities, what is the scope of the course, there's nothing wrong in going ahead. But there are a lot of students who get into these type of niche programs only by thinking about the financial aspect of it. Okay, one person somewhere in the world is making money only because of taking this branch of engineering. So let me also jump into it. Never ever think like that. You have to understand about the branch of engineering that you are getting into well in advance, or else it may harm you. For example, a student who is planning to get into aeronautical engineering. Okay, he has a dream of getting into aeronautical engineering but is not 100% sure whether that is his cup of tea or not. If that is the case, directly after 12th, please don't go for aeronautical engineering. Better go for mechanical engineering. Since mechanical engineering is a core branch, after completing your BTech in mechanical engineering, you can also go for aeronautical engineering. It's absolutely fine. And if your interest is in automobile engineering, you can do an MTech in that. There are so many things that you can get into after completing your BTech in mechanical engineering. So better go for core branches like this and then get into specializations if you are not clear about what you want to do in the field of engineering. While taking up engineering programs, the first 1 to 1.5 years, depending on the university that you are taking, you will be learning generic subjects. For example, if you are taking up mechanical engineering, you may be under the impression that the first year of my course, I'll be dealing with a lot of machines. But unfortunately, that is not how the course will go. Don't get disappointed. Any engineer for it matters need to know the basics first. So you will be learning the higher level of physics and mathematics that you have learned in grade 11th and 12th when you start up your engineering program. So after completing your 1 year or 1.5 years, don't get disheartened saying that like this is not the engineering that I dreamt of. You will get into your specialization area either after completing your 1 year or 1.5 year, depending on the university that you are choosing. And then you will be specializing in that particular branch that you have chosen, and you will be learning a lot which is related to that. Even though you start learning about all these things, don't ever think that from the textbooks that you are learning, you will get a complete information on all these things, and that will help you to get into an interview and clear the interview and get into a higher position. No, it does not work like that. Whenever you take up an engineering program, please do remember that you have to do a lot of internships, projects, workshops, etc. In university syllabus, if you check, you will have all these things like your internships, projects, labs, workshops, and all included in the syllabus. But most of the time what I see is, even though these things are there, most of the projects would be copied from somewhere. Most of the internship students won't attend the internship but will get a certificate from somewhere. Please be true to yourself, because all this experience and exposure, other than what you get directly from the college by going to a college on a daily basis, is going to help you when it comes to an interview. When you attend an interview, the interviewer is going to ask you questions to identify whether you have got the aptitude, knowledge, and skill set to be an engineer. Now, if you have to showcase all these things to an interviewer, you have to have a little of practical exposure to know about these things. So during your 4 years of engineering, please make sure that you get a little of practical exposure so that you can present yourself in a better way. It's totally your personal choice whether you want to go for a core engineering branch or a niche engineering branch. But if you're going for a niche program, please make sure that you know everything about it before you get into it. I've seen a lot of students talking like this. If somebody had told me that this is the branch specialities and this is what I can do after completing this program, probably I would have gone for something else. Now, you should not be saying the same after completing 4 years of your program. As you all know, engineering program in India is 4 years, basically 8 semesters. Even though I've given a little light to you on what core branches are and what niche branches are and what you should think about while taking these programs, I'm sure that you will have a lot of other doubts too regarding the same. Whatever your doubts are, please feel free to comment those questions below this video so that I can pick those questions and give answers to those in an upcoming video. See you in another video. Goodbye.